This is Max Williams with United Real Estate, and today I'm in Chesterfield County. More specifically, I am in the village of Midlothian, and today we're going to take a look at a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath Dutch colonial. This beautiful home is located here on a nice park-like street. We've got some amazing curb appeal here, very established neighborhood. This home is a TLC property. It has great bones, but just needs some updating, and it is priced right. This home built in 1972, so we've got a lot of character here that you don't see in newer construction. As we come up this stamped concrete driveway, we've got a lot of parking space here in this home. You could get a bunch of cars here. There's also, of course, parking on the street if needed. They have put in a seed and straw here to reestablish this yard. We're going to start here in the backyard. We've got a storage building back here. I want to give you a good idea of what this approximately third of an acre lot looks like. They went ahead and continued this stamped concrete all the way to the back. It actually has a sidewalk that goes back to the storage building. So they did extensive stamped concrete here to include a nice big patio. We do have a four-seasoned addition, and we'll of course see that when we go inside. I love the peacefulness. You might be able to hear the birds communicating with me here in the background, and definitely a park-like setting. Very, very quiet here at this location. This past Friday, I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. and Mrs. Ramos, and they are in Chesterfield. They're considering selling their beautiful home, and we spent about an hour and a half and talked about their plans, some ideas for getting the home ready for the market. And one of the main goals of a listing agent is to not only to protect the financial interests of a seller and get them the best price possible for their home with very good terms, but also to protect them physically. And that's more true today than ever before. And when I say protect them physically, as you of course know, the COVID-19 virus is very real. And the concern that a lot of people have, of course, is when your home is on the market, you have a lot of people coming into your home that otherwise would not be coming in. And you definitely want to take those precautions. One of the things that many sellers are doing is requiring the use of gloves and masks when prospective buyers come in. They also are requesting that only decision makers come to view the property. Your third cousin on your wife's side that visits once or twice a year is probably not going to have a whole lot of influence in the home that you ultimately decide. So in today's climate, it's probably not a good idea to have them going through the homes, and a lot of buyers do request that. One of the things that I do is using, of course, video technology. On today's market, we see often we will get requests for 10, 15, 20 showings in a matter of a few days. And while we do want everyone that's qualified and interested to come and view a home, we can narrow that down because, of course, every floor plan does not work for every buyer. So why not use video technology to go ahead, show them up front, actually request that they watch the walkthrough video, and then if they still have an interest, to go ahead and schedule an actual in-person showing. That does a couple things. Number one is it saves, of course, everyone's time and energy. Why look at a home if it's not going to be a contender? Number two is it limits the number of people, of course, coming into the home. So I'm a big fan of that. When I list this video today on YouTube, within 24 hours, a couple thousand people will have seen it. Within a week, we're probably looking at a good 4,000 to 5,000 people. And there is no better use, in my opinion, of technology in real estate than numbers like that. So one of the huge benefits of working with me as far as a listing agent is, of course, you get that bang for your buck and that safety of using video. Okay, as we come in, one of the things that I really love about this home is we've got wood everywhere. All of our wood floors All of our floors are wood with the exception of that addition there, and of course here in the kitchen and the bathrooms. We've got wood completely upstairs, and I love the fact that with your renovation, you will be able to keep these beautiful maple cabinets. These are 42-inch cabinets. They are in great condition, and they definitely should be salvaged. If I were doing the renovation, of course, I would do paint. I would come in with new countertops, and this kitchen, when the flooring was completed, as well as the appliances, would totally be transformed. We've got some additional cabinets over here on this side, a little additional counter space as well. And we also have a pantry that's conveniently located right here for some additional space. I love what they did with this addition. This is a 4-season addition. This is heated and cooled space, and it is so nice because you virtually feel like you're sitting in a park. You've got all of these sliders, which of course do open. There are screens, so you could just get a tremendous amount of air. It's almost like being outside while not being outside. There is a ceiling fan to circulate the air. Obviously, you could put up some treatments here to give you some privacy as needed, especially at night. But just a lot of flexibility here, and it just gives us an open floor plan on a home that wasn't built in an open floor plan concept. Of course, for entertaining, you can open this all up and have plenty of space down there for your guests, for your grill, for several tables, and just a wonderful, wonderful layout here. Okay, we're going to circulate on around here to our den area. I'm calling this the den. We do have that's our front door straight ahead. We do have a side entrance and wood burning fireplace. These floors would look absolutely gorgeous once they were sanded and refinished. With these walls, there's a couple of options here. With this wainscoting, if you didn't like the wood look, of course those could be painted. These empty rooms can be transformed pretty easily because we're only talking about refinishing floors and paint. This is going to be our utility room. Plenty of space here in the utility room. There are a couple of things I wanted to point out here. This is our gas furnace, and normally when we see a gas furnace, we see metal flues. With our high efficiency gas furnace, they are doing PVC. So when I see these two big tubes here, they are exhaust, and they're going to go up and out. That exhaust, of course, is going outdoors, so it's the quick way to tell that it's a gas furnace. The other way to tell is we have this gas line that's right here. Often it'll be a flexible type hose, and that's, of course, natural gas. So it's a natural gas furnace with central air. Our air unit, air handler, is right there, and that gives us the air conditioned component of the system. Your washer dryer would go right there. We've got a dryer vent line there, nice sink here. And one other thing I wanted to point out while we are right here by the door is our electrical panel. In the unlikely event that we have a major power outage, this box here serves as a junction box for a generator. Your generator would go outside, you plug your generator in under there, and then it would backfeed to the house so that you could at least keep your refrigerator or freezer and household lights going during a power outage. You're not going to be able to push a central air unit or anything major like that, but at least you can maintain your light and food. Okay, we're going to circulate on around. This, of course, is the front door, so we did a complete loop here of the first floor. Okay, let's go on up and see what we have on the second. The microphone on this camera is very, very good, and I am not nearly as heavy as I sound coming up the steps, just FYI. Here to the right is going to be bedroom number 1. This bedroom, we're in the front corner of the home. This home does need a new roof, and we've got a little bit of water damage here. Nothing major. That could easily be fixed and look good as new. This, of course, is a secondary bedroom we have a walk-up stairs here. And one thing I wanted to mention is in a previous video, the video for the $56,000 home, I mentioned that I was not going to go in the basement. And it was not because I was afraid to go in the basement. It was because there were no lights on in the basement. And light is usually pretty important when you're doing video. So I want you guys to be able to see everything, as well as I didn't want to do a face plant in the bottom of the basement and then end up being there for 2 or 3 days before somebody actually finds me. So we've got 2 closets here in this master. We are in the master. Once again, we've got the wood floors, and our master bath is right here. Remember, in 1972, they were pretty conservative with the master bath size. So we don't have a huge master bath, but I've seen some more conservative master baths that once they were renovated, they just look simply amazing. Okay, we're going to transition now to bedroom number 3. We're on the rear of the home now. All of these are good sized bedrooms. We don't have any like 10 by 10 bedrooms whatsoever in this home. And this is where your dollars are not going to really be spent to any extent, because there's not a whole lot to do in these bedrooms as far as getting them looking move-in ready. Linen closet there. Our hall bath. Hall bath is in good condition. You may want to go ahead and change out the floor here. We've got a dated tile floor, but fortunately we've got white, which is timeless, here in the tub area. And our tub looks good. So our floor and maybe some paint, a new vanity top. That vanity is just fine, and this bathroom would be completely transformed. Okay, let's keep going. And this is going to be bedroom number 4. There is a loan that will combine the purchase price and the renovation cost together into one loan. And the beautiful thing about not doing your own renovation and having colors and finishes that you like is that you'll be able to force equity. So when you're done with your renovation, you'll actually have equity as a result of taking on a project like this and making it your own. Okay, I really like what I see here. Extremely popular part of the Metro Richmond area here in Midlothian. Great schools, great location, super convenient in an established neighborhood. Max Williams, 804-402-7788. It can be reached on Facebook under Richmond Area Foreclosures, on YouTube under my name, Max Williams Realtor. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe if you'd be so kind. Thanks so much for taking the tour. Have a great day.